I shot 76 off the Masters tees. The same methods, like with a penalty as well, to use in golf. The fields and the leaderboards were amazing every week, are currently not there. You don't see everyone together apart from the majors, and I actually saw the guy who was building my boots for my career say hello, and I just apologised for how annoying I was.
Before his career came to an end, the Welshman was one of the many footballers who regularly benefited from golf as a tool to escape. Since retiring, Gareth has been part of fields at the BMW PGA Pro-Am, Alfred Dunhill Links Championship and Sunningdale Foursomes, to name a few, and you could argue that he was the first modern footballer to make golf cool again. To find out what the 5-time Champions League winner and Wales's record top goal scorer has been getting up to since his retirement, we met up with him at Adidas's Global HQ in Germany to talk about what made him choose golf in the first place, his plans in the sport now he's retired, and whether he'd rather win the Euros or the Masters. Gareth, thanks for joining us. Appreciate some of your time. Now, a lot of people know you're big into your golf now, obviously, and when you were playing football, you could have filled your spare time with anything you wanted, I imagine. Why golf?
It was just nice to, I guess, more from a mental point of view. You kind of have a lot of stresses and pressures during the football season, so yeah, it's nice to kind of get away from all that. Everybody who's played golf knows that you're just going out there, you kind of are away from everything, whether it's a stressful day at work or anything that's going on at home. Yeah, just go and have a battle with yourself and the golf ball and the golf course, and yeah, you just kind of, that's the only thing you think about for 4 hours. So yeah, just enjoyed that kind of aspect of getting away from everything, and then obviously enjoy actually playing golf as well.
So that enjoyment of playing golf, then, what is there a particular moment in your early days of playing where something clicked in your brain and you went, oh, I want to get good at this?
Probably the first time I actually hit a proper ball.
Yeah.
when you just catch one cleanly and you're like, yeah, I need a bit more of this. So yeah, it was kind of, the early days was more just playing summer golf, and then it kind of turned into trying to play a bit more. And as I realised then, it is helping my football just to get away from things and get the stress levels down, then played a bit more during the week, and then led to retirement and playing a bit more. So yeah, it's kind of just grown constantly through my life.
Did you ever find that, you just said it was to get away from the stress of football, did it create a new stress of, I want to be good at golf? But at least because that wasn't football, it was still a separate thing.
Yeah, but there was no pressure, it was only internal.
Right. Internal pressure.
Yeah, which is probably the worst pressure, but at least you know it's not going to go ever if you have a bad round that day. So no, it's just, I enjoy kind of the challenge of trying to get better, shoot better rounds, shoot better shots, etc. So yeah, it's been a fun journey.
So while in your playing days playing football, you had a rocket of a left foot, you were very quick across the ground. To me, those things don't seem particularly transferable into golf. You don't need those skills.
Yeah.
Would you say it's the same thing? And if it is, what of your talents did transfer into golf, and what did you have to develop and learn?
I think the one thing it does develop is I have natural speed, as I'm obviously, I guess, have some fast switch fibers, so I do have the speed that I can use. You clearly have to use your legs to swing a golf club, so yeah, I think certain things will help, and I guess more of set pieces kind of help. Like, I obviously used to take free kicks, so you can use kind of like the same methods, like with a penalty as well, to use in golf, where you stood over a ball, you stood over a football or a golf ball, and you can kind of use the same things to focus yourself. So there's been certain aspects that I can use, but yeah, in general it's a reactive compared to a non-reactive sport. So there are things that don't quite come across, but there are things you can use.
And did you have lessons? Have you been a regular lesson goer? Have you tried to pick it up yourself, watching videos and just figuring it out? What have you done?
I probably went the wrong way of just doing it myself at the start, and then when I retired, then I've had a few lessons now to get better technique, better positions, and yeah, stop losing so many balls.
Yeah. It's nice to get a trained eye sometimes on it.
No,
you think you got something going, you're like, why am I doing that?
Yeah, but it always seems good for a couple of weeks, and then it just disappears, and you're like, I don't know what I've done different. And then, but it's good to now have some reference points and video it, and then you can see what's going on. So yeah, it's been fun.
It's good to hear the same thing happens to you as it does to me, that the game just disappears.
I think to everyone.
It's brilliant. That's why golf's a great leveler, isn't it?
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
So you're obviously an unbelievable footballer. I'm not going to go into your accolades, but you were absolutely at the top of your game in that sport. Do you find it, I know you're very good at golf, but do you find it frustrating as an elite sports person that you're not the best at golf in the world, and
Yeah,
you constantly, is that the battle in your head? You're trying to get better at it. I mean, I know you're pretty good.
I know I wouldn't. I know I'm not going to get to the elite, and I find it hilarious when people are like, "Are you going to turn pro?" I'm like, "I'm off scratch." They're like +8.
They are miles away, aren't they?
And +8 with pressure. It's like, if you know golf, you know the difference. So I do laugh, but yeah, there's no reason I can't get to as high a level as I can. I don't know how good that will be, but it's just a fun journey to go on, just playing in local competitions at your golf club or a couple of more mid-am things just to have a bit of fun, test yourself. It's not like I'm trying to make a career in golf. So yeah, just testing yourselves gives yourself something to do, that kind of pressure and things that you feel like you need in your life just to keep you ticking over. Kind of replaces the adrenaline in football as well, which is always good for me. So yeah, just enjoy it and kind of trying to get on the grind and get a bit better like everyone else.
I'll delete my next question about you turning professional. No, I'm joking. So you've played a lot of golf since you retired. I saw you at Alfred Dunhill in October. You're playing in the Sunningdale Foursomes this year. What's the best thing you've done in golf so far? Like, what's been your favourite golfing thing?
I really enjoyed playing at the Dunhill, obviously. The pro-ams are fun, but you have to use people's drives, and it's a bit gimmicky, which I get is fun, and you get to experience playing with normally a pro, so that is fun. But the Dunhill, you're actually playing your own ball, but you're inside the ropes with a professional golfer as they're literally playing for their, I guess, money. So it's cool to see them up close and personal and how they approach each shot and the round and everything like that. And yeah, I just found that really cool. And I think me and Dan Brown, my partner, last year, we shot 59 at St Andrews on the first day, which was quite a cool experience, home of golf. So yeah, that was definitely up there for the greatest experience so far, and made the cut as well, which is always good. It
was good. I know I followed you on one of the practice days. Actually, we were up there, and you were playing quite well. Is it quite nerve-wracking, as you said, when the tournament turns on, and you're literally, like you just said, stood next to a guy playing for money? You can't really.
Yeah.
Don't want to get too much in their space. Like, what was that dynamic like, actually playing with a guy in a tournament?
It is a little bit daunting because, for me it's just fun.
Right.
Even though I try and treat it like I'm playing in the tournament.
Yeah.
But obviously there's like a couple of putts where if you're putting for bogey and you don't need to finish it, if he's got like a birdie or a par putt, you're like, right, just get out of their way. It's not about me, it's about them. So I think as long as you understand that they enjoy everything else, because the last thing you want is, if I'm putting for a 7, and they're like trying to concentrate and I'm like hitting about 9 putts, it's like, just get out of the way. So I know my place, and but the pros are already good with it. They fully understand, obviously there's going to be some bad shots, so but it's a good laugh. We have a good laugh.
59's a good effort as well. So talk about the professional game a bit more widely. Do you watch a lot of golf? How do you consume golf outside of playing it? Do you watch it much on telly?
Yeah, I try to watch as much as I can on telly. I look forward to a Thursday, I'm not going to lie. Thursday to Sunday.
Nice.
My wife doesn't speak to me in the evening as I'm trying to watch the golf. So, but yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Then I'll talk to you.
Yeah, exactly.
So, watching plenty of it then, what do you think? Do you think golf's in a good spot in the professional game? Do you think it's doing enough to engage? Obviously, you're very engaged.
Yeah.
I mean, what are your thoughts? Because there's a lot of product at the minute to watch.
Yeah.
Do you think it could be? Do you think it's in a good place, basically?
It's not in the best place, clearly, because everyone's playing everywhere. So, yeah, the days when the fields and the leaderboards were amazing every week are currently not there. They are sometimes, but I think I was saying the other day with the Pebble Beach when it was finally a great leaderboard, and we were like, oh, I'm excited actually to watch. Come down the Sunday and happy Rory won. But yeah, it's in a weird spot at the moment, golf, and everyone's kind of waiting if anything happens and any merger or anything that's going to work side by side. But again, I still love watching. I still love watching the best players on the PGA Tour that we get access to watch on British TV, and yeah, I'll still watch. I still love it.
It's like a proper fan. It's brilliant. So, like, if you could change one thing about professional golf from the way you consume it, because you sound like a proper fan for it, what would it look like to you? What would you want them all just to? Everyone's saying kind of a big world tour would be great. Would that be something you're like, yeah, brilliant?
It would be great, but then you need to think of the other players rather than the top 50 in the world. So it's a difficult one, because there's a place for everybody, and it needs to be accessible to kids to be able to come through the ranks and make it, rather than just it all be about the top 50. So there is a lot of ifs and buts, but I'm sure the people who are in charge of golf have ideas, and I'm sure they'll get it sorted. It's just at the moment, it's a little bit frustrating that you don't see everyone together apart from the majors, and but yeah, I'm sure it'll get figured out in the not too distant future, and we'll be back to enjoying everything again.
And I must hear your thoughts on TGL. Have you watched any of it? Have you enjoyed it?
I've watched it. I've really enjoyed it, to be honest. I think you see a lot of people speaking about, but it's not golf, it's simulated golf. It's not supposed to be 4 rounds on the PGA Tour. It's supposed to be a new version of golf, a different style, bit of fun, watch it in 2 hours. You see the banter live on TV, and it's supposed to be that kind of little bit of fun. I guess it's the cricket version of a test match to T20 or the 100, whatever you call it. Golf has I guess a computer kind of version, and that's the generational thing. And I find it quite fun and interesting to watch, and see them how they do it.
It is interesting. Do you play much like indoor simulator golf yourself?
Yeah, I've played a bit, and it's, I guess, living in the UK in the winter, sometimes simulator golf's the only way forward.
Right, so, exactly.
There is a place for it, and I think as long as you understand it and you take it that way, then you can really enjoy it.
So must speak about your relationship with Adidas. We're here at their HQ this week in Germany. When you were playing football, how closely were you working with Adidas on stuff like on your boots and generally with them as a brand? Were you quite close with them?
Yeah, I was very, probably annoying with my boots.
Were you quite specific?
Yeah, very specific. So I liked them to be a specific way, and they had to fit in a certain way, and there was always one spot that my one foot was a little bit weird, so it took a couple of boots every time there was new ones out to get it right. But they were always amazing with doing everything they could to make the boot as perfect as they could, and I had a great working relationship with them, and I actually saw the guy who was building my boots for my career just now in the
Did you?
In the building. So I went to say hello, and I just apologised for how annoying I was.
I bet he wasn't happy to see you again. He's like, no, not this guy.
Yeah, he was like, I'm not golf side now, so
it's all chill now.
Yeah.
So then with the golf shoes, obviously you're an Adidas athlete, still wearing their golf shoes. Is there anything that you said you're quite specific about your boots, but are you the same about your golf shoe?
I'm not as bad.
Demanding your own golf shoes.
No, I'm not as bad with golf shoes. But no, they pretty much do as I need them to do as well, which is good. I need to know I have grip on the bottom, and I need to know that they support me when you're going for a shot. So, and then you have so many options now with the colours and the styles. It's great product. And it's been amazing with me through the whole of my career, and I love wearing the stuff that they've designed, and it's I think it is probably the coolest brand in golf.
And would you like to design your own shoes someday? Come back and annoy your friend over there and say,
no, he probably wouldn't, but no, it's fun. I like trying to look nice on the golf course and trying to dress smart and wear nice colours, and I try to match my shoes with my outfit so like everyone does. It's good fun.
Last few then, I'm going to do some quick fire questions in a second, but I've heard you've got quite the development in your back garden. Some golf holes there. Can you just tell us what that's all about, what the development is? You've modelled it off a few par threes, right? There's some golf holes.
Yeah, I have to be careful because I haven't made replica versions. I've made similar versions.
Yeah, right, I see.
So I have like the TPC Sawgrass 17th with the island green. I have the postage stamp at Troon, and then the 12th at Augusta, minus the water, because it's a bit close to the house with the water. So it's been fun whenever I get to go back and use it. It's good fun to play with my friends and have a little practice.
That's a great setup. I think everyone will be quite envious of that. Right. Okay, some quick fire questions to end our chat, Gareth. What's your favourite club in the golf bag?
My putter.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
You a good putter?
Most of the time.
Good.
Do have my off days, but everyone does.
Favourite golf course you've ever played?
Favourite golf course, Augusta National.
You've played it?
Yeah.
Same. I have. I got on last year.
Oh, yeah?
We're just not going to that now. We'll chat on camera about that.
Lovely.
What's your lowest gross score?
67.
Okay,
Needs
good.
to be lower, really.
67. What's your handicap again?
0.1.
Okay, yeah, that plays. Ever had a hole in one?
Yes.
Oh, I knew that was a leading question. I knew you had one. Pebble, yeah?
No.
Where was
Torrey
it?
Pines, south, third hole.
Is that your only one?
Yeah.
It's not bad.
I'll take it.
Did you do things such as keep the ball, keep the flag?
I wasn't allowed to keep the flag.
So you got the ball still?
I've got the ball. I've got a flag from the pro shop. So that'll do.
You could have said it was. I wouldn't have known either way.
Yeah, but
Do you have that framed up somewhere?
I don't know, not at the moment. But
it
it will. It needs. It's just literally by drawer in a bag, and I'm like, I know where the bag is, and I have my Augusta scorecard in there too with the ball. So.
What did you shoot around Augusta?
I shot 76 off the Masters tees.
Golf. Got a couple more. Okay, last couple. Favorite pair of golf shoes?
I'd say my Code Chaos. I do like them.
That's
I've got
good
actually
shoe.
my own colour, so.
You got your own colour?
Yeah.
Exclusively to you?
Yeah.
Damn, what is it? What's the colour?
Well, they're white with Augusta green on.
That's good stuff. You dropped Augusta a few times.
I know.
It's good stuff.
Sorry.
So I've played it as well. It's fine.
Yeah,
I'm on board with it.
I'm sure you do the same thing.
Yeah. I annoy most people around me about that. Okay, let me do one last one. Which one do I want to end with? Okay. Would you rather win the Masters? If I can click my fingers and one of these things happens tomorrow, win the Masters or win the Euros with Wales?
Oh, unfortunately, win the Euros with Wales.
I think
it's not unfortunate, really. It's the wrong word to use, but Wales will trump anything.
Wales trumps anything. Brilliant. A great way to end the interview. Gareth, thanks for your time.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Cheers.